Hey everyone, and welcome to another monochromatic hop. This is Rachel Merrick, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Australia. Today's card is using the fabulous Berry Burst. Now, I have to admit, I haven't really used this one a lot, and it's a lot more of a plum colour than I kind of realised, particularly when I do the watercolouring. So my card is pretty simple. I am using the Stampin' Up! Watercolour pens or paintbrushes. They actually have a chamber full of water, so it makes an easy thing to do. And really, I am just adding some of that ink directly onto the wet fluid paper, watercolor paper, and I just kept adding extra as it dried so that you get that multiple tones. And you will notice from here I did create a bit of I tried to do a transition there and it didn't work very well, but that's okay. That's video making for you. I am using the online exclusive Trucking Along bundle as well for this, and I'm trying to stick with the whole monochromatic theme. So I stamped it out with the Berry Burst ink, and lining it up in the punch is pretty simple. It does take a second to do to get it right so that you get that nice little white border, but it makes for a really quick card when you're using a punch that goes with a stamp set. So I am pretty much just creating this card with only a few panels, one of which is embossed with the basic embossing folders, and the other panel is that watercolored panel, pretty much just keeping to the theme of the monochromatic and using the same color over and over. For this stamp set, you also do get the little elements that can sit in the back of this pickup truck, or we call it a ute in Australia. So I did choose the flowers. Don't know why. I just thought that would be a really pretty thing to add, using naturally this colour, which is that pinky wine colour, I guess. I did call it plum before, but I think it's more of a wine. And so just stamping that out and hand cutting it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I pretty much am just plopping my scissors around, like cutting my scissors around the outline as best I can. And this bottom section actually sits behind the truck, so you need to leave a little bit of a space so that it can be glued behind, but very straightforward to do. So I wanted the flowers to actually sit really close to the back of the truck, so I did trim it back there. You can see me with the scissors, very simple to do. Otherwise it looks like it's sort of floating, and I didn't want that at all. So gluing these together and then using a blender pen, our blender pens, and I have used the Berry Burst, but I think I actually brought in Smoky Slate as well. Yeah, and the Smoky Slate is a great one. The light in particular of Smoky Slate gives that shadowing effect when you are doing a monochromatic theme, and this is a great way to add shadowing without it being too much colour on here. And I use the lines that are already on the stamp as my guide to where to put the colour down. So this card's going to come together really quickly now. I'm just going to glue it together using some dimensional dots as well to pop it up. Now, our monochromatic hop happens every weekend. There is a group, an ever-growing group of wonderful demonstrators from around the world that participate in this. So make sure that you do pop along to the social media that I do post it on. It is on Instagram, but I also do pop it over. Obviously, I've got a YouTube video often that shows you the process of me putting this together. But there are lots of wonderful samples out there for you to be inspired by as well. Now, you did notice that I'm using white panel on a white background, or a white base for my card. Not something I do very often, but this card, I just needed it to be as much white space or as simple as possible to make the colours shine. So this is pretty much it, guys. You can use this colour, like I said, water it down for the watercolour. You get that beautiful plum or wine colour, but as its natural state in the cardstock, you can see it's quite a bit darker as well. Don't forget to add all your little extra elements. I have brought out the basic threads that I have here, and that again, it's a Smoky Slate colour that I am adding to this one. If you aren't sure how to tie a bow, please don't follow me. No, seriously, it is a bit tricky. I have found that if you twist the twine as you are, or the threads as you are tying it, it does seem to sit a lot better. And glue dots are the way to go when you are putting these sort of cards together. So if you go back through my channel, you will notice that there are a couple of other monochromatic hops. Please go and have a look at those as well. Don't forget to share these videos with your friends. If you have a go, let me know. I'd love to come and have a look at your social media and see how you go with this as well. I also want to have a shout out to the people that do subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much. And if you don't, please pop that little button so that you will get notifications of when I put more videos up, which there is more coming soon. Thanks very much for joining me, everyone. That's a great way to end the weekend. Bye-bye.